Coming off a week with a lot of hype, Kyler Murray and Budda Baker making headlines. Now we shift our focus to the progression of Kyler Murray in practice as well as Budda Baker. We're also diving into the latest injury report for the Arizona Cardinals heading into Week 7 versus the Seattle Seahawks. Let's get started. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back into another video. Definitely do me a huge favor, smack the like button on this video and subscribe for more Arizona Cardinals content. Make sure to follow me on all my social platforms. Everything will be in the description below. Also, I am finally in my studio, ladies and gentlemen. No more car videos, at least for the unforeseeable future. All right, everybody, let's go and get started here. Let's talk about all the news that we've gotten so far this week for the Arizona Cardinals. Now, we've been through an emotional roller coaster, and it all kind of started with the Maji Sanders release. Now, if you guys do not know, the Arizona Cardinals ended up releasing him. Now, they were trying to field some trades and try to gauge the market for Maji Sanders, but I don't think there was really anybody out there that was willing to give up any draft capital for a Maji. Now, I think there was a lot of Cardinal fans that were pretty confused because they were really excited about picking him up in the 3rd round. Now, right now, we just kind of have to come to terms that if this is not Monty Austinfort's guy or this new regime's guy, there really is no ties or attachment to this new regime, right? So I think this all kind of came down to Maji might have not been 100% healthy, right? He's always been dealing with some sort of injury when he has been with the Arizona Cardinals, but this is probably also a moral belief with the guys that we currently have on the roster right now, right? With Zaven Collins being moved to the outside linebacker. We also got Cam Thomas, Victor Dbacks. We got some players out here that are really kind of chomping at the bit to get their opportunity. So although we kind of feel like the outside linebacking core right now is pretty crowded, there's some very high potential people out there that can kind of blossom into hopefully becoming the guy of the future, but we need to go ahead and give them really the fair opportunity, right? And I think Maji Sanders was just kind of crowding the room, and he kind of got another opportunity. I believe he ended up getting claimed by the Houston Texans. So at this very moment, we don't have to deal with Maji Sanders in the news that's going on right now. He is with the Houston Texans, so hopefully good luck to him and his endeavors, right? So let's dive right into here what's some injury report here for the Arizona Cardinals heading into Week 7. Now, we did end up getting a report here from Tyler Drake of Arizona Sports. He did say this. He did not see Jalen Thompson, outside linebacker Zaven Collins, wide receiver Zach Pascal, cornerback Antonio Hamilton, or offensive lineman Elijah Wilkinson during the open part of practice today on Friday. Now, a couple things that are a little concerning, right? Jalen Thompson has been on the injury report for the entirety of the week, and he didn't practice, so we might be dealing with the situation where we might not see Jalen Thompson heading into Week 7 versus the Seattle Seahawks. But one of the good things here that we have on our rosters, we got this really young talented kid and Kayvon Wallace that has really kind of came in here and filled a role, right? A much needed role for the Arizona Cardinals. Now, he can't really do it all. Now, there is some speculations around the Arizona Cardinal universe that we might be getting Budda Baker back here pretty soon. So we're going to dive into that here pretty soon. So let's continue to talk about who else we didn't see, right? We didn't see Zaven Collins, outside linebacker, which is very unfortunate because I do like the move of him being moved to the outside linebacker from the inside linebacker. Now, Zaven as well as Dennis Gardeck being one of the 1-2 punch that we have to be starters for our defensive line in the outside linebacking position. This is kind of where we are at right now. So if Zaven Collins doesn't go, it just gives more opportunity for your Cam Thomas as well as your Victor Dbacks as well. So we'll have to kind of wait and see if Zaven Collins can go. As of right now, TBD. Now, Zach Pascal is also on the injury report, or was not actually seen in today's practice, but we haven't really seen very much of Zach Pascal at all in this year, so I don't think it's too bad of a blow. Another guy that wasn't seen in practice today was Antonio Hamilton as well as Elijah Wilkinson. Now, Antonio Hamilton has been a guy that's been thrown into the fire because of our rookie cornerback Keitrell Clark not really kind of living up to the Week 1, Week 2, Week 3 of the season's kind of hype. So there's been a lot of Antonio Hamilton, but being that he wasn't there today on Friday, it's a little concerning for sure. But I think a lot of Cardinal fans right now are really thinking about, hey, is this going to be the opportunity for Garrett Williams to finally come out here and get his opportunity to play, right? Because we're all longing for to see him on the field, right? He's a third-round pick for the Arizona Cardinals in the 2023 draft, and we're all just waiting. We're all waiting, and hopefully he could become the next shutdown corner for the Arizona Cardinals moving forward. So that's what we're kind of dealing with right now in terms of players that we're not seeing in open practice today for the Arizona Cardinals. Now, let's dive right into what we really want to talk about here, right? Now, obviously, the Arizona Cardinals ended up opening the 21-day practice window for Kyler Murray as well as Budda Baker earlier this week. Now, Budda Baker, it looks like he's trending in the right direction to possibly play in the Seattle Seahawks game. When we ended up hearing him in the press conference earlier this week, it definitely seems like there is some optimism here about him already starting for the Cardinals, so that would be an absolute huge boost for our secondary. Now, we did end up hearing JG saying that he had a really good couple days of practice as well, and he looks really good, so it's trending in the right direction for Budda Baker. And if they do hold him out for one more week, I think it's going to be more for precautionary reasons more than anything, but it's trending in the right direction for Budda Baker to possibly making his, I guess, re-debut after the IR list, right? So very, very exciting there. Now let's shift over here to the Kyler Murray saga, right? This has been the biggest talking point pertaining to everything, right, for Kyler Murray this whole week. So let's dive into what Josh Weinfuss had to say. He ended up dropping a report earlier today, and it says this week, the Cardinals began to implement their plan to get Kyler Murray prepared to play again. He's already taken some first team reps and worked in the huddle with the starters. Now, this is huge, right? Now, I know there's some people that are going to read this and say, oh my God, Kyler Murray's ready to go, right? We're going to see him in week 7 versus the Seattle Seahawks. No, that's not going to happen. JG already came out and said that Josh Dobbs is going to be the starter heading into week 7 versus the Seattle Seahawks. But being that we're seeing Kyler Murray's, 21-day window open up, and we're already kind of starting to see him with some first team reps is a great step in the right direction, right? Now, there has been another report that came out and said that for the most part, Kyler Murray is taking most of the second team reps with him playing against first string defenses, right? Now, that's still pretty good news as well. Now, obviously, I think the focal point is to have Josh Dobbs make a better performance than he did against week 6, right? We need to see a better Josh Dobbs in order for us to have any chance of winning against the Seattle Seahawks in week 7. So he's taking the majority of the first team reps, although Kyler Murray has taken some. For the most part, he is basically taking more second team reps against the first string defensive starters. So definitely good step here for Kyler Murray. Honestly, this is going to be a storyline everybody's going to be following here closely. I don't know what you guys think Kyler Murray is coming back, but definitely let me know here in the comments below. But I do truly feel if the Arizona Cardinals somehow squeak out a win against the Seattle Seahawks, which is not going to be easy, right? The Cardinals need to play a perfect type of game if they want to have any chance of beating the Seattle Seahawks. But if they somehow get a win over the weekend, I think this might change the whole game plan for Kyler Murray. Now, there's some people that truly believe that maybe Kyler Murray won't be back until the Falcons game, right? Some people say the Browns game, or heck, some people even say the Ravens game. So I think this game is going to be very crucial if the Cardinals somehow win. I think Kyler Murray might be coming back here and coming back sooner rather than later. So I really do hope for, obviously, when Kyler Murray is fully ready to go, we don't want to rush him out there if he's not fully 100% ready just to win a game, right? If he's ready to go and we win against the Seattle Seahawks, I think it's going to expedite it here, and we just might be able to see him heading into week 8. So, ladies and gentlemen, what are your thoughts here about Kyler Murray's progression, as well as maybe seeing Budda Baker as soon as this week, and then all the other injury players that we're not seeing in today's open practice? Let me know here in the comments below. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. As always, have a great rest of your day, and go Cards.